Yeah. Mm. In Uganda, 1926 was the year that triggered debates which would later define the kind of person who graduates from school. This man, Mr. H.H. Hunter, a prominent educator of the mid-1920s and a member of the Legislative Council meeting, was not silent about what he saw as misleading educational practice. He was specifically opposed to the academic approach that the missionaries had chosen as a foundation of their schools. The analysis explained further that missionaries offered the kind of education that instead of making a pupil want to live in his village after school, the system instead tended to make the pupil fit to live only as a clerk in town. Victoria. 90 years later, the Uganda Bureau of Statistics makes an astounding discovery. Urban youth unemployment is 3 times greater than rural youth unemployment, with the rate of 9.5 as opposed to 3.0. With such reality, a regular Ugandan citizen would simply look on and hope for the best. One organization, though, is not intending to sit around and hope for the best. It is getting involved in creating the kind of Uganda with youths having better livelihoods and employment. This story is about an organization whose unique approach towards youth unemployment is bearing incredible results within a period of just 2 years.
As my ear heard, one by one.
As a country, we've already recognized the role of ICT in developing our country, in addressing unemployment, especially amongst the youth. When we received the request to support DOT, we were very happy about it. When organizations come to us that are advocating for the use of IT beyond merely working on your computer, we really support such initiatives.
With a great idea strongly backed by NITA Uganda, Digital Opportunity Trust in the year 2012 was ready to try out for the first time its idea in Uganda.
DOT believes in training young people. Our philosophy is built around skills development. We have a special focus on women, although we do not focus on the women alone. We also train young men as well. And our philosophy has a ripple effect. We believe that once we train the university graduates as trainers, they in turn train other members of the community, and you will find that within a given month, you can train over 1,000 people with only 10 interns.
Faced with a great challenge of changing the negative attitudes of youths towards work, Digital Opportunity Trust launched its program, a program which was in every definition well packaged.
Reach Up program is DOT's foundation economic program that trains young university graduates to deliver technology business to communities that are developing and in transition.
As a program, it comes with a curriculum that is composed of 25 modules. Of the 25, 10 are ICT and the rest are non-ICT.
Some of the non-ICT modules that we facilitate to the participants are developing your mission, whereby participants come up with what they want to be after the training.
Because we are empowering youth and we are reaching out to them, it is basically meant to give them the confidence to discover themselves. In discovering themselves, they need to know what they can do, the natural talents they have, discover their potentials, their in or dependable strength that they have.
We also have modules like mapping your assets that help these young people look around themselves and see what assets they can get.
Youth are also hoped to know how to continue learning. In Reach Up, we call it lifelong learning.
ICT modules like meeting the computer, you realize that some of these participants are meeting the computer for the first time and they do not know what a computer looks like, what a hardware is, what a software is.
ICT is basically meant to add value on the skill they get. If I know how to communicate, I also need to know how to communicate with a computer. If you've enrolled in Reach Up at the end of the program,
you'd be able to market yourself to the outside world. There are so many people who are already doing what we are doing, but now how do you stand out to be that person that people will come to? You'll be able to know some basic computer ideas, if you're meeting the computer for the first time.
By the time you complete Reach Up, you must be confident enough, to know who you are. Because most of the people there, they don't know who they are. It's like I ask you who I am, you tell me, this is my name.
With an enrollment of youth struggling to find transport to their training venue, and sometimes absent trying to make ends meet, everything Digital Opportunity Trust had hoped for in Reach Up seemed to be covered by a thick cloud of mist. The question was, will this program yield any substantial results? As I said earlier, Reach Up program was in every definition well packaged, and as long as the youths kept coming back, the interns pushed on and the program kept getting more interesting. Something within the youths was changing.
About my nursery school, it is called Blessed Hill Nursery School. It is located in Nansana, Kavumbi. I started up this school after the training of Reach Up, and as I'm speaking now, I started it this year and I'm doing well. At the moment I have 10 kids at the school, but I hope for more probably next year. In the next 5 years, I have a plan of scaling up to a primary section, because now I have a nursery section from baby to top class. But in the next 5 years, I'll have around P5 to P6, because each year I'm going to be upgrading to one class.
My name is Jonathan Batageja. Currently a student at Arua Beach. Reach Up training kind of enlightened me. Gave me this kind of wide range of view that friends, I didn't know friends are assets. It didn't cross my mind at the time until Reach Up came in and they told me I could start with friends and things like that. And currently, whoever is helping me right now is a friend, and I'm not paying them anything. I make what you'd say maybe 100% profit.
My name is Nabanjete Dijovita, a young entrepreneur. I am doing business, and my business is a mini supermarket dealing in all groceries and household materials that any house family would love to use. Again, from the time we were doing the interviews and being trained for the Reach Up program, we were trained by different people from different countries, and among them was Mr. Ndekezi. He told us, you're going to train people, and it will be a shame if you train someone begins up a business, and they find you on the street looking for the job. He told us, do not teach the Reach Up, live the Reach Up. I lived the Reach Up while I was training, and I still live the Reach Up. That's why I'm this far.
I used to go with these builders and I used to work as a porter. After joining Reach Up, I got some business ideas. Those facilitators, they told us to look around where we live, and we see the opportunities within our areas. I discovered that briquettes can work for me. As we moved around, we discovered that people they just throw the charcoal dust. We started with 5,000 shillings. We purchased a sack of charcoal dust. It was for 4,000. Then 1,000 it was for cassava flour, which we used as a binder. Then labor, we was there.
Stories like this would make it look like Reach Up program is some sort of magical pill taken once and everything changes. Almost close to that. A self-explanatory business model taught in Reach Up sums it all.
By the end of this business model canvas, one's business has to be running, because we get to the vision of the business, we look at the customers, how many customers do you have and how do you handle your customers. Then we come to the key activities and resources that are needed in business. We look at the activities that you're going to do and which resources are needed to run these activities. We also come to the cost. How much does it cost you to see that your business is running, annually or monthly? So we calculate how much are you putting in your business. This is the full business model canvas, and all these things, if it is filled in, it talks about your business.
Both interns and participants have been greatly transformed by this powerful component of Reach Up. Gladys, a youth working with our health center, Guru District, and a former participant of Reach Up, did not begin a business. Neither did an information technology graduate who searched for jobs for over 2 years. Reach Up impacted them differently.
Yeah, I'm called Akelo Gladys Agnes. I worked with reproductive health as peer educator. I've taken like 4 months with them.
Before I joined Daughters and Interns, to be honest, I was doing nothing. I was home. By then, I was a mother, so I had to fight tooth and nail to find something to do. So I could go on the internet, drop those applications, look for friends, find out connecting them to also connect me to jobs. Yeah, but it took me 2 years. First of all, I was one kind of a person who could not stand and talk, not even in front of 5 people. My confidence levels were very, very low. But after the intern learning experience, I started picking up these group works, the discussions. They started on building on my confidence levels.
The skills I've got from the Reach Up's mobilization of the youth from the village. You know, people nowadays they engage in other things. So our work is to go and mobilize them, telling them what they are supposed to do in order to get out of that risk.
Towards the end of the internship, we had different knowledge sharings. These were intended to instill in us skills of how to write a good application form, how to write a good CV, how to present yourself in front of an interview panel. So all those things prepared me.
You know that we were taught like 2 things, business skills and how if someone wants to go and write application to get a job. I have written application because I had the advertise for people here. Then when I came here, I submitted my documents. They also accepted me.
I write my application, I update my CV, I send. So I did this interview. I completed it to the extent that they asked themselves, does anyone have any question for her? And everyone was like, no. At around 4, they called me that you got that job.
It is in such a study environment with a unique approach that Digital Opportunity Trust has made dreams of numerous youths come true. A total of 4,000 youths within a period of 2 years have gone through the innovativeness of Reach Up program. Thanks to our partners who identified the value that Reach Up was adding to the youths and made adjustments within their implementation plans.
Before Digital Opportunity Trust came here, we had a training session meant for only ICT. We actually run ICT lessons across all our centers spread out in the north, 20 centers where we run ICT training. But it's just basic ICT training. We train the trainees on how to use the computer basically, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, internet surfing and all that. But when DOT came on board, they had a much more richer curriculum, which includes ICT, and also it includes other, entrepreneurship skills and livelihoods. So the DOT curriculum is actually much more broader and richer compared to what we're having. It makes us feel like, the SINFA ICT module is just a drop in the ocean because it's not a complete pack. So we want to take this partnership to the next level, probably to enable DOT even push further the Reach Up training curriculum to our centers all over the north.
Digital Opportunity Trust is helping us a lot because one of the key things, the catchwords in our mission is the aspect of the communities, building resilience. And in many of our activities, we actually found that there was a gap. And the Digital Opportunities Trust came in at the right time, and they are helping us to support the youth that we are targeting, and farmers and also other groups to build their resilience. For example, we have youth that we are supporting to acquire skills in agriculture. But if we want this youth to continue earning income, in a sustainable manner, then they should be able to build that resilience. And Digital Opportunity is helping us in doing that, helping them to ensure that, they start their business and continue doing their businesses in a sustainable manner. And we are very grateful about that relationship with Digital Opportunity.
Maendeleo Foundation is an NGO that promotes digital literacy in schools and communities. When we started working with communities, we realized that youth were idle and they needed immediate skills to get employment, to employ themselves, and think of, being potential business people in their communities. So when we heard about what Digital Opportunity Trust was doing with the Reach Up program, we immediately sought it out because it was going to help us reach these young people with skills that they can use there and then, and with the concept of using technology.
Arua Bits last year initiated a move to also bring on board the good initiative of the Digital Opportunity Trust, because we realized one of their economic signature, that is the Reach Up, is of benefit to the young people we target. Remember, our target is the senior 4 dropout, and we take them through some technical ICT, creative ICT skills. And we realize the life skill component of Reach Up, which Digital Opportunity Trust is implementing, could be one of our good target.
Digital Opportunity Trust is, however, offering more. A similarly innovative program has been developed to ensure that participants from Reach Up find reason for implementing what they have learned.
Startup is a program that is new in Uganda. It's already running with Digital Opportunity Trust as an organization, a global organization, but in Uganda it has just started this year. It is a continuation of Reach Up. It is a program that comes after Reach Up. So in startup, we basically look at business management. Basically, we look at someone's business, we look at people who are having businesses and people who are also having business ideas. We help people who have businesses but want to grow them. We look at those people, we coach and help people to see that their businesses grow to what they expect them to be one day.
In startup, we have 10 modules and some of the components. We tell the participants how to articulate their business visions, how they can know their customer personas, how they can deal with competition, how they can come up with viable vision for their businesses.
At the end of the program, which is 30 days, we expect that if you attend the program, by the 15th or 10th day, you're already thinking of running your business. So by the end of 30 days, your business must be running.
With proof that Reach Up and startup programs are a solution to youth unemployment in every definition, Digital Opportunity Trust is more fired up to reach many other youths, and you can be part of this.
If you're an organization that has some office space, you believe in the training and skills building of young people, you believe in the enhancement of women's skills and competences, you believe in reaching out to marginalized groups, you can always get in touch with our organization. And for as long as we have interns who have been trained as trainers, we can deploy these interns to your community. You can host them in your organization, and they in turn will train members of the community in one of our signature programs. The other support, like I talked about earlier, could come from development partners in terms of financial support for the programs that we run. This is because training of trainers and deployment of these trainers in communities comes at a cost, comes at a significant cost. So development partners can join hands with us to ensure that we train trainers who are also young people, and that we train more people in the communities, because our program has a ripple effect. If you train 10 trainers, you will probably train another 1,000 people in the communities with those 10 trainers. This program works very well with government institutions, government educational institutions. So government coming on board to support a program like this that has been tested within the country, and we know that it actually works, would be one of the ways in which the program can be sustained and one of the ways in which the program can be scaled up.
Asante, asante, asante. Uebale, uebale, uebale.